It's been a full 7 years since Avengers Infinity War and Endgame were released. And now it's time for 2 brand new Avengers movies, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Judging by the hype around these 2 films, it looks like they're set to break every record the previous Avengers movies ever made. These movies will feature characters teaming up who have never even met before. And together, they'll be going up against the RDA's Doctor Doom. Marvel has already confirmed several major characters for Doomsday, including X-Men legends like Cyclops, Beast, Magneto, and Professor X. That means even if we ignore Secret Wars for a moment, we're already getting to see all these characters in just Avengers Doomsday. But the most important character here is Doctor Doom himself, who we haven't seen in the MCU yet. And Marvel plans to introduce even more new characters in both Doomsday and Secret Wars, just like they did during Infinity War and Endgame, with characters we had never seen in the MCU before. Today, we're talking about a major update shared by reliable industry insider Cryptic HD Quality, who has been very accurate in the past with MCU leaks. He recently shared that Marvel is planning to introduce heroes and villains we've never seen before in the MCU, and once this saga ends, we'll never see them again on the big screen. He clarified that by never seen before, he means these characters do exist in Marvel lore, but have never appeared on screen until now. So Marvel may be bringing in long-existing characters that are technically already part of the MCU, but we'll be seeing them for the first time in these films. Now, if we look back at Infinity War and Endgame, Marvel Studios and the Russo brothers were very smart in how they handled new characters. They only included those that were crucial to the story, like how Thanos had the Black Order to help him when he couldn't directly fight the Avengers himself, and how each played a key role by forging Stormbreaker for Thor. Even on Vormir, Marvel had the option to introduce a new Celestial as the Guardian of the Soul Stone, but instead chose to wrap up Red Skull's storyline in a meaningful way. And here's something you may not know. During the Strange vs. Thanos fight, Marvel originally planned to include the Living Tribunal, who would have judged Thanos as Strange brought him before the cosmic entity. Coming back to Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars, there are a few major characters Marvel might use who are extremely important to the Multiverse saga, characters we've never seen in the MCU and likely won't again. The first name that comes to mind is the Beyonder. The Russo brothers have said they grew up reading the 1980 Secret Wars and were also heavily inspired by Jonathan Hickman's 2015 Secret Wars storyline, both of which featured the Beyonder in a major role. But as I've already explained in earlier videos, we probably won't see the Beyonder in the MCU. That's because Marvel has already positioned Loki as the central point of the multiverse. In the comics, Doctor Doom steals the power of the Beyonders to become God Emperor Doom, turning the multiverse into Battle World. But in the MCU, he might do this by stealing Loki's power instead, since Loki now holds the timelines of the entire multiverse together. So including the Beyonders in this story would be difficult, even though they played a huge role in both the 1980s and 2015 versions of Secret Wars. Another major character from Secret Wars is Molecule Man. In the comics, he's kind of like the MCU's anchor being, a concept we saw introduced in Deadpool and Wolverine, where Wolverine is the anchor of his own universe. So Marvel might avoid adding Molecule Man as well, since both Beyonder and Molecule Man are extremely powerful and complex characters and would require a lot of screen time and explanation. Instead, Marvel will likely stick to what they've already established. They might replace Beyonder with Loki and use the concept of each universe having its own superhero anchor being, rather than introducing Molecule Man. Now let's talk about the characters that Marvel can easily add to these movies. One such character is Beta Ray Bill. We already saw his statue on top of the Champion's Tower in Thor Ragnarok, so we know he exists in the MCU. In the comics, when Doctor Doom creates Battleworld, he forms a Thor core made up of multiversal variants of Thor, so Beta Ray Bill could easily be one of them. And he's the kind of character who doesn't need a lot of explanation. And I believe, just like the Russos did in Infinity War, they'll use such characters wisely in these upcoming movies. These characters may only appear once, but they'll play a crucial role in the plot. After all, it's the Multiverse saga. Any character can be added. But the Russos will add them very wisely, because every second of screen time will be incredibly important. Now it's your turn. Tell us which MCU characters you think will appear for the first and last time in these upcoming movies, but will still play a huge role in the story. And do you think there's any chance Marvel might still include Beyonder or Molecule Man? If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because we bring you amazing videos like this every day.